Hi guys, so I'm back to show you some of the stuff that I prepped already and to share some other things that I want to share with you guys as well. All right, so let's get to my station. All right, so here is my beautiful, lovely rack. Okay, this is the sweet onion that I'm using into my beautiful rib rack. I still have to peel that. However, I wanted to give you an up close of how I clean all my meat in my kitchen. All right. First, what I do is I let me put that sweet onion aside over here. Okay, the first thing that I do is I add the apple cider vinegar with the mother. Okay, I put at least I would say a 1/3 of this, depending on how much meat it is. And I'm gonna do all this by eye. Okay, that's about a 1/3. Okay. And it's just as simple, like I share with you guys, it is the organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so the second thing that I do to all the meat in my kitchen is I add clean water. Okay, and this is purified clean water. Okay, and depending on the meat, again, and I let this soak. I let this soak for about a good 20 to 25 minutes while I'm cutting the potatoes or whatever else I got to do in my kitchen, right? And this is a good way of cleaning your meat, okay? Number 3, what I do, I take salt, okay? It could be sea salt, it can be regular salt, just any salt in your kitchen works fine, okay? But I do use both. I use the sea salt and I use the regular salt. Okay, and you want to make sure you put a lot because all this is going to get drained before I do all my seasonings. So this is just cleaning your meat, protecting your health, making sure that your food is nice and clean. Your meat is nice and clean, and it's being soaked away on the side as you continue prepping your station with everything that you have going on. All right, so I just wanted to clear that out of the way on my YouTube channel. So those of you that are faithful to me on my YouTube channel watching, you will see how this gal cleans her stuff in her kitchen. So I just thought I'd do a little one-on-one, simple ingredients in your kitchen to keep your meat or whatever meat that you're prepping to keep it fresh while you have it out laying on the counter. Keep it in a nice clean area, clean bowl with all those simple 3 ingredients so you can get the prepping and it makes it easy for in your kitchen instead of throwing it like in the fridge, unless if you're planning on doing it at a later time. All right, so I also wanted to share with you guys, if you look over here, I have 6 russet potatoes. All right, and they're peeled up, ready to go. I'm going to dice these babies up. I'm going to do a plain Jane potato salad. However, I am going to be adding some orange American cheese on top with some parsley flakes, okay? And that's going to go in the oven. But that's a little topping that I'm doing with the potato salad, but it's going to be a plain Jane potato salad. I'm still putting in the mayo, the little bit of butter, the salt, the pepper, and all that good stuff. And what I do is I let it sit on the side, and then when I'm ready to toast it up with the cheese, I flatten it out really pretty into my mini oven, and I go ahead and add that cheese and the beautiful parsley flakes. All right, so there you have it. So I wanted to also share with you another thing as well. If you look at this Ziploc bag, you will see I don't use, when I cut my potatoes, depending on what I'm doing again, most days in my kitchen, I usually use a regular steak knife, just like you see here. I use this in all my videos. It's pretty sharp. You'd be surprised. This is the safe one that I use in my kitchen for cutting most of my stuff. All right, the reason why I use this steak knife for my potatoes, as you see, they're not cut perfectly. They're kind of squared up, not like if you would use a peeler. Okay, because guess what, guys? I fry these all the time. You have all that good leftover for when you do breakfast, if you do like a brunch, a lunch, whatever. That's a whole lot of stuff, and that crisp, that skin to the russet potato gives it a nice crisp for some dippy eggs. So I do this a lot in my videos. So if you see my potatoes looking like that, you'll know I'm saving some for another day. And it's just, you know, preserving your stuff, making things last, and using it for other stuff in your kitchen as well. So, and I basically just put it all in a Ziploc bag and I put it in a freezer. Never put it in the refrigerator because they will get, and I just break them like that if you just see that. And I make them, you know, all kinds of sorts of ways and pieces, because this is just like a funky little thing you would put on the side. Make sure you leave some potato on there, right? And this is something simple you can do in your kitchen, and just throw them in the freezer. Make sure you freeze them, and before you fry them the next day or whatever you decide to do. You could do a lot with skin potatoes. You can put cheese on them, chives. You could fry them, you can bake them. I mean, I always try to do make the most of every food that I have in my kitchen. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, okay? All right, so before I start the prepping and the getting all this done, from here on, it's going to be short little videos. I have my my rice here, and I'm cleaning it out, if you can see. So I'm working on that. So I wanted to share something with you guys very quickly. Okay, so those of you that know I had planted an avocado plant, you will know that you have actually, you'll see the distance, how much it's grown. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that as well. And so let me just do a flip side so you can see really quickly. If you see how long it's grown pretty long. Okay, look at that. Very pretty. It's way, way up there. Okay. And it's that little cookie that I did for my mom, that avocado plant. It continues to grow, very pretty, perfect window setting and everything. All right, so if you were watching some of my videos, you will see that I did a cantaloupe seed plant with the seed itself. Look how far that's baby's grown. And it was about 4 weeks ago. I did it in my video when I planted the seeds into the soil and made this lovely little plant here. It was in that one video 4 weeks ago. If you Google down, if you go down my uploadings on my videos, you will see it's mixing up my tuna casserole on my channel. So you would Google that, mixing up my tuna casserole. You'll see how I did that. 1, 2, 3 seconds. It was done. And this is how pretty it looks. So, you know, planting things in your home with simple stuff, coming from delicious fruits and stuff like that, you'd be surprised. And vegetables, how you can just grow a simple plant. All right, so you won't grow a cantaloupe, but you'll definitely grow a nice, beautiful plant. And they do last very long. So I just wanted to get back to you guys on that as well. And so, yeah, it's just mixing up. It's called Mixing Up My Tuna Salad. You'll see that very briefly at the end towards that video when I mixed up that deliciousness. I added in a simple plant that me and my daughter used to always do with our cantaloupes when we used to pop them open after we ate them up. We would go and plant the seeds and make a beautiful plant. So please try it. It's they grow very fast and they're very pretty and very easy to take care of as well. So again, it was about 4 weeks ago on the channel. The next video after that, you will see that when I planted this. All right, so there you have it. I just wanted to catch bases on you with the beautifulness of that cantaloupe plant. Like I promised that I told you guys I was definitely going to show you the growth of that. Actually, I was supposed to show you guys 2 weeks ago, but, you know, I got busy with the Jersey thing with my daughter getting hurt and all that. So I wasn't able to, you know, to share that right away. But it was already growing a couple inches. So there you have it. All right, guys. So I'm going to get right to this prepping up and get this started for some deliciousness. So please don't miss it. Your girl.